Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. What's going on, everybody? We got about 50 people in the house already. Looky there. Auntie Ann, my good friend Auntie Ann, just saw her this last weekend. Paul Honeyman is in here. Cuddly Texan, just saw him this last weekend too. Thank you, buddy, for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Loud and clear, says Auntie Ann. I needed that. Thank you, sweetie. Ha ha. Rainy Ridge, hello, hello. Jeannie Lipsky, nice for coming in. Glenn and Shannon Salty Life, hello, hello. Butt Nuggets Homestead, Debbie Pierce, thanks for coming in. Oh, Honeyman, of course. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. There's my Jen right there. How you doing, sweetie? Oh, I just called her sweetie too, didn't I? Mike Birch, what's up? Thanks for coming in, brother. Brian Wilkerson's in here. Rob Heisen. I just butchered your last name. Let's see if I can get it right again. Rob Hine. I bet that's right. Rob Hine. How you doing, Rob? Appreciate you coming in. Karen Brest is in here. Thanks for coming in. The Peanut Farm is in here. Midnight Blogs. Hello, hello. Christine Stevenson. J Grandos 44. K62. Oh, my goodness. Cabin Adventures. Lots and lots of great people. Thank you, Joe Jacobs, for coming in. Marilyn Bryson in Canada. We don't call this store Tractor Supply. We just call it TSC, Tractor Supply Company. That's right. Sue D, how you doing, Sue? Thanks for coming in. Southern Blessed Homestead, just saw them this past weekend. That's right. Dawn, Hat Creek Homestead, just saw her. Cassie's Kitchen Creations, hello, hello. Junk to Gems was just live earlier. I was on their live. They did not come down this weekend because they was busy looking out for the critters. And thank you, Junk to Gems, for taking care of that. Well, guys, I got a lot to talk about, so we need to get right on into it, okay? 109 people in here. Before I do that, Liam McGothigan, let me get my Freedom Weekend. Taste of freedom right there. Sip of freedom. Coke Zero. Now more freedom. Woohoo! And by the way, White Rock Homestead made these for the Freedom Weekend, these koozies, and look what they did on it. They actually said right there, everything's gooder on the Ridge. Now, they didn't put a capital T right there for the Ridge, like, my Ridge, but I really meant I know they meant to put a capital T for me. That's exactly what happened. But Freedom Weekend, everybody. Had a great Freedom Weekend down there in Mississippi. There was 3 Mississippis sipping and spilling. They hosted an amazing event for Mississippi right here. Down there, it was hot. It was so hot. Lots of people got injured. Lots of crazy things going to happen. But we'll get to that towards the later on in the show because we got a lot to talk about, okay? About Tractor Supply. I know a lot of y'all are in here watching because of Tractor Supply. What did Tractor Supply do? Well, Tractor Supply has done some crazy stuff recently, okay? Not too long ago, they introduced their DEI initiative, okay? I believe that's diversity, equality, and inclusivity. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of those acronym letters, but they were about carbon footprint and green initiatives. And man, that company, which is based out of Franklin, Tennessee, okay? They're out of Franklin, Tennessee. And they came up with some stuff they put out to the world that they were going to do all these things. That's right. And a lot of people went say, what? You're going to do what? I'm actually going to tell you exactly what they said they're going to do and then what has happened today. Okay. Big changes in Tractor Supply today. Bud Light 2.0, said Cabin Adventures. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, a lot of you guys already know what was done before, but some of you may not have heard what happened today. Duncan 1900 Homestead, nice for coming in. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Christine Stevenson, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, there you go. Thank you. I said inclusivity. I was close. Living by Chance. What's up, Chance? Hey, everybody. I'm looking for land over there by David, Mike, or Alyssa, either Junk to Gems. If y'all could help me out, that would be awesome. There's some for sale. They know exactly where it's at. They do. Lorraine Gordon, hi, Tim, watching here in Ontario, Canada. Glad you had a fun weekend. It was amazing. It was truly amazing. Great. Good evening. Great. Thanks for coming. 153 people in here. And let's get right to it. And I'll say some more hellos. So if I didn't say hello to you as you came in, I'm going to try to get right to the topic. I know a lot of new subscribers or new viewers are watching this video, wanting to know what happened to Tractor Supply. And so I'll get back to saying hellos and get into my list, right? Tim's got a list of things I want to talk about. But first, let's talk about Tractor Supply. Glenn and Shannon Salty Life, it's a bunch of folks in their human resources department that use pronouns for names and have green hair doing things to justify themselves having a job. That's DEI. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Midnight Vlogs is also from Ontario, Canada. All right, let me read some stuff to you. I know you don't necessarily like reading. I mean, not saying you don't like to read, but all right. A farm supply chain vowed to cut DEI roles amid pressure. Outcry followed. Well, there was an initial outcry, that's for sure, because what happened was Tractor Supply had made some huge changes. So what they were going to do with this DEI initiative, let me see if I can find it here. I got I opened the wrong one. There it is. Boom, right there. That's not the one I want. Boom, that's the one I want. All right, guys. It helps if you open the right one. So what they did was they wanted to significantly reduce their energy and water consumption. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm okay with that. If you don't want to use too much energy or water as a company, go right ahead. That's fine. But they also want this is a big one here. They wanted to materially increase the gender and ethnicity diversity on their board and management executive committee. Affirmative action. Okay, they said Tractor Supply said they were going to implement affirmative action, meaning if they're in a county with 60% African Americans, they would have 60% African Americans hired. And on their board and at their managerial level, they were wanting to make affirmative action a thing. That's right. I'm not kidding. That's what they said. Let me move this one out of the way here so I can see what else is going on in the chat as I talk to you all, okay? Yeah, so they want to do affirmative action. I'm not kidding. That's what they want to do, DEI. They wanted to conduct unconscious bias training for over 40,000 team members. Unconscious bias training, okay? That means you're biased when you're unconscious. No. That's what it said, unconscious bias training. I'm not kidding here. They wanted to implement a new 6-week paid parental leave policy for their full-time and their hourly teammates. 6 weeks of paid parental leave, both man and woman, okay? So when the woman has a baby, the dad can get off for 6 weeks, okay? They also wanted to, by 2025, reduce their greenhouse gas emissions by 20% from what they were in 2020. 20%. By 2026, they would double the number of stores where team members mirror the community they serve. Again, affirmative action, right? By affirmative action, where every Tractor Supply out in the county, if you live in Shelby County, Tennessee, Shelby County, Tennessee has about 80% African American, or Memphis does, so about 60, 70% African American. Then all the little county Tractor Supplies would be 60 to 70% African American. Or you look at the female population, or pick up any other minority, they would have to hire those people for those roles, regardless of people who apply for the job and their qualifications, purely on their race. They would hire purely on their race, sexual orientation, and gender. Well, they would get rid of gender. They would actually get rid of gender. They did all these things, guys. Okay, they did all these things. By 2026, they would increase funding to programs and education for Black and African Americans by 30%. Okay, they're given to African American communities. Okay, that's fine. By 2026, increase spending with diverse suppliers. Okay, diverse suppliers. What that means is they're going to take money that they would buy shovels from, and they would look at ethnic or minority shovel suppliers, regardless if the price is more or less, and they would buy more from minority companies to make it more equitable. Okay. They would also, by 2030, reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50%. By 2040, they are committing to achieve net zero emissions across all operations. Okay, a lot more things. Yes, this was Tractor Supply. Can you believe that? Midnight Vlogs got a John Deere, they say, but forget to say you also have to buy a pre-approved line of credit to buy parts for it. What? That's crazy. That is crazy. Jin says, how can they get away with it? Well, there you go. They're a private organization. They can do whatever they want. If they want to do affirmative action, they're not the government, okay? The government has these limitations on them. Private companies, as long as you don't discriminate against these minorities, you can discriminate against whites and males all day long, apparently, right? If you're a white male that has graduated, you've got experience in retail, you have all the qualification for the job. If there are one too many white people at that business, they can't hire you. They would have to hire somebody else, potentially less qualified. I'm not kidding. Diversity, equity. They were giving money to LGBTQ plus organizations. That's right. Tractor Supply was giving money, donating to those organizations. I'm not kidding. They were supporting drag queen fairs and doing all this stuff. You're like, Tim, why are you wearing a Tractor Supply hat if this is the case? Because Auntie Anne said it right there. They started losing money, so they changed their tune. Paul Honeyman says, now I see why you're wearing your new toilet on your head. The parental leave thing, I back. Yeah. For females, that's been a thing for a very long time. Now it's for men also. 6 weeks off for the man for parental leave. It's equity. It's equitable, right? That's the thing. Again, not all of these things are bad. We don't want to destroy our planet. We want to be fair and equitable to the person who works the hardest, the person who has the best qualifications, the person is the right person for the job gets the job. That is the fair and equitable thing to do, right? What did you get at Tractor Supply, Tim? Well, we're talking about that, Brian. I'll get to that in a little bit, okay? Preach it, brother, says Kentucky Bluegrass Living. All right, so here's what Tractor Supply did now, okay? Today, Tractor Supply announced on the social media that they would live up to the views of their consumers. That's you and I, guys. They want to live up to the views of their consumers. In the post, the Brentwood, Tennessee-based company said it would ensure activities and giving tie directly to our business. Means us. Means you and I, the guys who go out and buy seed and shovels and rakes. They're going to listen to us for a change. The statement came in response to criticism regarding the company's diversity, climate, and inclusion efforts. Okay? So here's what we know about Tractor Supply's decision. Tractor Supply has goals that focused on environmental, social, and governance. Many of the goals including working on diversity in the company, which is fine if they want, and making it a place where all workers and customers feel comfortable. That's fine. You don't have to post rainbows and give makeup in the men's bathroom to feel comfortable and equitable. Okay, you don't need to do that. We don't need makeup in the men's bathroom. We don't need feminine napkin dispensers in the men's bathroom. Okay, just not needed. I'm telling you, it's not needed. It really isn't. It really isn't. So that's what happened. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, who started all this? Well, Robbie Starbuck, a former Hollywood director turned conservative activist, he posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, on June 6th saying, it's time to expose Tractor Supply. Starbuck claimed that Tennessee, He's from Tennessee, right? He moved here in 2019. He eventually made a failed attempt to run for Congress in 22. Didn't work for him. But here's what he did. On X, Starbucks posted an almost 8-minute video telling viewers about donations Tractor Supply has made to LGBTQ plus organizations over the past several years. He said, I take no pleasure in bringing all this to light. He said, I'm a Tennessean who loves to support Tennessee companies, but as a proud Tennessean, I know these woke priorities don't align with our state, right? Or Tractor Supply's company base. That's what he said. So after about 3 weeks of criticism from customers online, you and I, Tractor Supply announced today that it would be listening to the customers, changing its methods and moving away from DEI inclusion methods. The company said it would get rid of its diversity and equity inclusion practices, along with a few other changes. We have heard from our customers that we have disappointed them, they said. We have taken this feedback to heart. I guarantee they took it to the pocketbook, is what they did. They took it to the pocketbook. The campaign against the company, started by Starbucks, seems to have worked, as the Financial Times reported it knocked 5% off the share price in the past month. 5%. Hence, Tractor Supply quickly responding to the public demands. It's all about the money, the money, the money. So in response to the online criticism, Tractor Supply announced it would do these things, okay? It would no longer submit data to the Human Rights Campaign. That's capital H, capital R, capital C. They give data over to the Human Rights Campaign. It sounds like a good organization. It's not. They would refocus the team member engagement groups on mentoring, networking, and supporting the business. There you go. Good business principles. They would focus on rural American priorities like agriculture, education, animal welfare, veteran causes, being a good neighbor, stop sponsoring non-business activities like pride festivals and voting campaigns. They would eliminate the DEI roles and retire current DEI goals while still ensuring a respectful environment. We agree. They would withdraw their carbon emission goals and focus on the land and water and conservation efforts. That makes sense. Why couldn't they have done that to begin with? So was Tractor Supply supporting LGBTQ+? In short, yes, they were. So in previous reports from the company, from Tractor Supply, they have been donating to pride organizations, along with the company allowing pride flags to be hung at warehouses. The company has been nationally recognized as an inclusive and diverse workplace, including by Bloomberg recently. Okay, which again, part of that's okay. It's okay. It's crazy, but I'm glad. I'm glad it happened, because Tractor Supply is a big part of the rural community. And I live in the rural community. And out here, we look like America. There's people of all walks, ethnicities, religions, all around me in Fayette County and Shelby County. But to say that my local Tractor Supply has to look like Memphis, Tennessee, because it's in our county is just wrong. It's just wrong. Let the people that are the most qualified, that apply for the jobs, get the jobs. Can I get a clap on that one? The love of money. That's right, Duncan 1900. Glenn and Shannon Soft like they should have, but unfortunately they obviously had one of those green-haired pronouns high up in human resources somewhere that was completely out of touch with reality. Yeah, it had to have been a decision from up high. Shiloh says, I wish I had another choice in our area other than Tractor Supply. So, but they have changed their tone. And guys, in case you didn't know, Tractor Supply is offering 15% off to veterans on 4th of July. If you're a veteran here and you need to go get you a shovel or a rake, go to Tractor Supply on 4th of July, which is Thursday this year, right? And they'll get 15% off. Just show your proof of eligibility. All right. So they're trying to support veterans now. They're trying to do some of these things. let's just make sure they do it, okay? I got my hat on. I buy stuff from Tractor Supply. I got my ag exemption from them. I get my veteran stuff. Let's just keep companies like this, Bud Light 2.0, okay? Let's keep them in check. That's what our job is as a consumer, right? We support companies that support our lifestyles. And if you don't like Tractor Supply's lifestyle of agricultural, community, environment, and work ethic, then you go over to Home Depot and you go get your stuff at Home Depot, because they're just about as bad right now. I like Lowe's myself for home supplies. Who's a Lowe's guy here? I'm not a Home Depot guy. I'm a Lowe's guy. Give me some Lowe's. And I'm going to keep Tractor Supply in check. You going to keep Tractor Supply in check? Let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Lots of people in here, and I appreciate all of y'all coming in. Lowe's all the way, says Wes House. There you go. I'm a Lowe's guy, says David Moffett. Heck yeah, with out and about M&D on the Lowe's. Hat Creek Dawn says, we Lowe's family all the way. Grape Lowe's. Yep, Auntie Anne's a Lowe's. Well, there you go. So, guys, we do this, okay? I don't know where this DEI. Tractor Supply didn't originate DEI, diversity, equality, and inclusion. I think I got that right this time. We have Home Depot and Rona Plus. There you go. They didn't invent DEI. That's coming from somewhere, whether it's George Soros and his initiatives or who knows. I don't know. I just know when it starts to affect my local companies, the local companies that I support and spend my money at, I choose to support companies that support my lifestyle. Everyone has that right as an American. I'm not saying boycott anybody. I don't drink Bud Light, and I don't go to Home Depot. That's just my choice. I eat at Chick-fil-A. Shop at Hobby Lobby. Actually, I don't think I've ever been at Hobby Lobby in a long time. But if I needed something like a Hobby Lobby offers, I would go to Hobby Lobby. And if you don't like Chick-fil-A because of their status, you don't, or don't go there. I don't care. I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. If you don't like my stance, that's fine. If you support what I'm saying, that's fine. But if your money goes where you want it to, you're with me then, okay? And then if it goes both ways, I don't care. I support your decision. My decision, Tractor Supply, better stick straight. Bud Light is not a beer, Tim. There you go. Paul Honeyman, right from Paul Honeyman's mouth. Auntie Anne says, I don't know what they were thinking. This whole DEI thing. Let me move this live chat over so I can talk to y'all in the face. I want to talk to your faces instead of over to the side. Grandma Carol said Tim's on his soapbox. She knows about it. She was showing me Tractor Supply's new veteran stuff. I got to make sure I'm signed up for. 15% for veterans this 4th of July. Go check it out. We're at 23 minutes in here, 226 people. I appreciate all y'all for coming in. I know a lot of you came in to hear what was going on with Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is doing some crazy things. Just the last few weeks, they flipped it 180 degrees. They said, nope, not doing it no more. Not going to do it. No new taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes. Yeah. Trust that one. Okay. Morley says, yes, he is. Oh, Cassie's Kitchen Creation. I grow and cook most of what I eat, but if I decide to eat at Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A is my go-to. Now, guys, if you're going to Chick-fil-A and you get you a Chick-fil-A sandwich, try it with bacon on it and ask for honey mustard salad dressing, okay? You'll thank me for it later. Get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, add bacon, and not honey mustard dipping sauce. Get a honey mustard salad dressing. Squirt a little bit of that on it. So good. So good. Coke Zero is bad, not real Coke. Got to have the real thing. I do love a Coke. I have conditioned myself to drink a Coke Zero now. I know it's not as good for me. Well, ain't none of it good for you, right? Just sodas. But it is what it is. Okay, guys, I think I got a spider bite. Right here on my side. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Look at that. Y'all see that? Oh, big spider bite right there. Oh, right there. You see it. It is whelped up, hurting like crazy. I thought it was a tick or something. And I showed Grandma Carol, and she said, Tim, that looks like a spider bite because it's whelped up and it hurts. Oh, my goodness. Shiloh Acres, in reality, businesses need to keep their political views under their hat. That's the only way to keep from losing. That's right. Just sell stuff, okay? If you're a company owner, guys, why can't you just sell stuff? Keep your political motivations. And I mean, if you want your money, if you're a private company or whatever, you want to put your money here, but just you're risking it. Just keep your mouth shut. You might be a little better off. That's right. I agree 100%. Tim, switch to stevia. Much better. I've had stevia. It's natural. That's right. Golden's Dawn. Golden's Dawn. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr., if it's a spider bite, you may want to get that checked out. I'm gonna monitor it closely. I'll have Grandma Carol watch it and make sure I put some alcohol on it. And if it starts to get red and puffy around it, I'm definitely gonna get that checked out. Firefly 64, Tim, did you watch the debate? Scary to see the state of our current POTUS. Jen and I watched the debate, and we played a drinking game. I know we shouldn't do stuff like that, but we played a drinking game. Whenever one of them or the other one said certain phrases, we would take a sip, and we were sipping on some good old Woodford Reserve double oaked Kentucky bourbon. And woo! 2/3 way through it, we were a little inebriated. Probably shouldn't have done that. So yes, we did. Bag balm might help that bite. I'll have to check that out. Glad to see you bringing out Tractor Supply. Wade Burns, thank you very much. Yeah, we got to keep them straight, okay? Living by chance. Hey, Tim, what county are you? I'm in Fayette County, Tennessee. Fayette County, just outside of Shelby County, which is Memphis. So I'm really close to Memphis, unfortunately. So what happened was, Tim was late to Freedom Weekend from that. No, I made it. Well, he said I was late. We didn't get up early. Okay, we left for Freedom Weekend Friday after the debate Thursday night, and we just didn't get up early. We weren't late. We just didn't get up early. Okay. Speaking of Freedom Weekend, what a fun time! Oh my goodness! Now there were some casualties in Freedom Weekend. Mike from DD5 hurt himself very, very badly in a e-bike accident. Went to the emergency room when he got back to Arkansas, and he is not doing very well. I talked to him just about an hour or so ago. He's actually feeling a little worse. He's not doing too well. He's having a hard time breathing, and it's not getting better. It's still new. It's still new early. You know, those type of things hurt like crazy when you're healing. So cross our fingers, lots of prayers. Alyssa is doing much better, though. She got a little heat exhaustion, and she's doing much better. And poor Country Road Cure lost Lillian. Lillian was the biggest loss. That's right, David. She is still alive. She has been seen, but she has not been returned yet. She is evading them. Jin says he said I stole his thunder, so he had to get it back. Jin, you're funny. Radio Jonesy on tour. David Moffat, hello there. BN US Audi. Neil just back from his last delivery in Memphis. Oh. Dawn wants to know how far Hat Creek Homestead wants to know how far Southern Bluffs Homestead is from me. Just hour and a half. About an hour and a half, right, Mac and Patty? Midnight Blog said, when I heard Mike explaining how he was feeling, I think he could have broke his chest plate. Yeah, his sternum is hurting very badly, and it's hard for him to breathe. But they haven't done an MRI or anything. I think they just did some X-rays. So I think the bones are okay because X-rays would show broken bones. Paul Honeyman, wow, Jin actually bit you, Tim, or did she get her beautiful claws into you? Yeah, oh yeah. It is still hot, guys. It was like 96 today, 98 degrees, but the humidity was a little bit lower, which is nice. That was nice. Yeah, Southern Bliss says about hour 12 away. Hour and 12 minutes. That's pretty precise. Radio Jonesy says it's 0 Celsius there at 10:30 a.m. 0 is cold, by the way, guys. That would be 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be cold. Hour and a half. There you go, an hour and a half. Jin says it's a federal holiday, Chance. That's right. A lot of people are off on Thursday. He needs to go back to the ER. Well, Parliament, the ER said they would not do anything more. He has to go to his a primary care physician if he wants to get an MRI or anything else. The ER said, don't come back no more. Don't come back no more. Paul Honeyman, Jin, Tim's making you look like a witch. What? Jen is not a witch. She's a sweetie. She's my sweetie, right, Auntie Ann? I got the sweeties. Morley Foltz wants to know, Tim, how deep is your well? How deep is my love? Asked Jin. How deep is your love? No. How deep is the well? Well, guys, I got a well dug today. That's right. Joey Logan from Fayette County Well Service came out bright and early. Got here at 6 o'clock this morning. 6 o'clock. And he went out there, commenced to drill in that well. And guys, it was amazing. I got some awesome video. He dug down pipe after pipe after pipe after pipe. And sand started coming up and water gushing. I got a good well, guys. I got clean West Tennessee filtered water. No rocks in my soil. Lots of good dirt. I ain't telling you how deep it is. You're gonna have to watch RidgeLife, okay? I can't tell you all. I can't spill all the beans here. Sheila Tubbs wants to know what Tractor Supply do. They were doing affirmative action and giving money to LGBTQ and doing all kinds of voting initiatives to get a Democratic vote and doing all these type of things. And in 3 weeks, the consumers got them to reverse their policies. That's right. That's right. At least they say they're going to. And I got a spider bite. Ouch. It hurts. Got a well dug. Oh, guys, I was out while they're digging the well today, and I found this. Okay, let me move the chat over so I can show. Okay. Can you see? It's graduated at the top. It's a little skinnier right here. It's a little skinnier here than it is here. Look how thick the wall is on it. And on the bottom, it's got a little emblem. Yeah, you can't see the emblem. Oh, you can almost see the emblem there. It's got a little recessed cup. See, it's recessed. It's real thick walled. Got a real thick lip on it. It's narrow here, wider here. What is this? It's not a test tube. It's way too thick for a test tube. It's way too thick for a test tube. No, Auntie Ann, it's not a test tube. I was a biology major. I did a lot of laboratory experiments, all kinds. It's not a test. No test tube babies born here. I promise this is not a test tube. It's really, really thick. Really, really thick. It's not a beaker it's not a beaker because beakers are rounded on the bottom for heating with a Bunsen burner. That little recess right there, if you heated that up, it would cause it to crack. Karen Breast. Okay, Grandma Carol said the same thing. J.A., rain gauge. Maybe this is an old rain gauge. There's no graduations or anything on it. There's nothing, no words. It was completely caked with dirt, all inside and out. Yeah, the bottom has a little diamond symbol with a little triangle, and it looks like a water drop. Rain gauge? Nitroglycerin tube for transport, says Paul Honeyman. But it is narrower here. It's clear here. It's a little opaque right there. And it's got this line around it. Very, very cool. But did they make rain gauges like this a long, long time ago? I don't know. Not for a cigar. No. No, not a glass tube for a cigar. Of course, it was full of dirt for the last 50 years. Who knows? But isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. I thought that was cool. No idea. A rain gauge is what we're leaning towards. A rain gauge, leaning towards that. I don't know. I don't know. Radio Jonesy's been a member for 8 months, guys. Thank you very much. Show him all his emoji claps. Okay, there's Radio Jonesy with all his emojis up there. I need to get some new emojis up there, don't I? Yeah, guys, it's about time to see if I can get some new emojis. A 1788 urine glass. Say what? Don't smell like urine. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Auntie Ann says, now that you say that, I think my grandpa had a rain gauge like that. Well, there you go. David Moffitt's been a member for 15 months. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Deborah says, looks like a cigar tube. I'd have to look at, now that I've got one here, I'll have to look up old cigar tubes, see if that's even close. Still say a moonshine shot glass, says Shiloh Acres. This is really old. It's really old because I found that where Josh dug down 5 feet. He dug down 5 feet, turned that dirt over, and this is what came up from 5 feet down. Okay, 5 feet deep on top of the ridge, this was exposed. That's crazy. JA, they had free giveaway from insurance agencies, etc. that the tube slid onto the side and the rain measurement markings were on the metal. My grandpa had one from Farm Bureau. I'm gonna look this up. It's pretty cool. Cigar tube is round on the bottom. No, this is not round. This is indented like a wine bottle. You know, it's concave, not convex. Concave, not convex. Yeah, glass was very expensive. That's right. Okay, so for those of you that were at Freedom Weekend, Auntie Ann, Cuddly, Texas, Dawn, Hat Creek, how's the timber for honey this year? How's the timber for honey? Did you enjoy the timber for honey? Is it better? Is it the best ever? Ginger and I think it's the best ever. Dawn says it's amazing. Cuddly Texan says it's so good. So those that went to Freedom Weekend, I gave out timber for honey. I gave everybody timber for honey. Auntie Ann says honey is amazing, and yes, the best ever. It really was. I think some of the best honey I've ever gotten. It was amazing. John Evans, Tim, David, check the new trailer to see if you put any stickers on it. The new tractor. Yeah, David got an old blue Ford tractor again from 3 Mississippi. So he's got DoorDash and Lyft, 2 Ford tractors, and neither of them have RidgeLife stickers on them because blue tractors don't need RidgeLife stickers. See, blue tractors don't need RidgeLife stickers. And by the way, guys, I got to put something to rest right here. Does anybody know what this is? Comment in the chat if anybody knows what this right here is. What is that right there? Please, somebody in the chat say what is this? What is that? You see it on the bottom too? It's on the bottom. Yeah. Glenn and Shannon's salty laugh, and it's funny. It's a salt sweat stain. It's your finger. It's my finger. No, it's not cornstarch. No, Dawn. That is salt. That is, okay, it's nasty. I know. Bodily fluid sweat salt. Okay, that is sweat salt residue from working. When I'm out working on the ridge, I do this. This isn't from watching people work. Can't be a sweat stain unless Tim got it from someone else. I let somebody else borrow my hat. Yeah, I let somebody else borrow my hat. Kelly Texas, who was wearing your hat? Dawn, likely story. Oh, from watching Josh work. No, this is me working. I got tons of hats just like this, covered in sweat stains. Jen must have wore it, Jeff Garrison. Good stuff. Freedom Weekend, everybody. Life is gooder on the ridge. Everything is gooder on the ridge. Pearly May, sweat stains from just walking outside. It is hot. Oh my goodness, it is hot. Asante from sweating. All right, guys. So yes, David got another blue tractor, and it's a beautiful machine. He already was using it to bush hogging today. I don't know if y'all saw that. He was using a bush hogging. Hat Creek said, I figured George Strait pulling out from being a spokesman had something to do with it. A lot to do with it, probably. A lot to do with it. Philip W. Ryder, salt from sweating. You got that, buddy. You got it. Ford 300. Was it 300 or 3000? I know he said one of the zeros came off. It's Ford 300 or Ford 3000. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about I'm a New Holland blue tractor. The Ford's, New Holland bought out for, yeah. Suzanne's laughing. Paul, Tim, we all know sitting in a lounge chair videoing Josh will make you sweat. I was not wearing this hat in any video of Josh. I don't believe I was wearing the Tractor Supply hat. This was, okay, Maury said it is 3,000. Okay, look, Kent said definitely 3,000. All right, I appreciate you. Kaz 3531, what's going on? What's up, buddy? Appreciate you. It's a 300 on one side and a 3,000 on the other. Okay, well, like he said, the zero came off. I'm working on and almost finishing with my Wild Arkansas Hog Adventure video. When me and David and Anthony from Country Road Cure, David from Come On Homesteading, we rode down to Hot Springs, went to Nimrod Dam, went all around Yale County up there, and Harley Davidson riding, guys. Yeah, I got a video. I went over to Gary's for his birthday. We had ice cream and cake. Ice cream cake. It was actually ice cream cake, not ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake. It was ice cream cake. Ice cream cake. Anyway, I got Gary's birthday party videoed. Abe actually sung the pickle song. Anybody know the pickle song? And I actually got the girls also to sing peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. David Glunn, hey, Brother Tim, I'm late to the party. Been out playing on the tractor. Appreciate you coming in, man. Appreciate you coming in. Ice cream cake is delicious, Kelly Texan. Gary had 2 different kinds of ice cream cake. It was delicious. 250 people in here. I appreciate every single one of you. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I got a call. I had to put it on silent. You got to put it on silent, Tim. So speaking of motorcycles, I got some accessories to put on my motorcycle. I have not put on my slip-on exhaust, David. And guys, it doesn't slip on over my exhaust. It replaces my exhaust. It slips on the header pipe, okay? Actually, it was, I'm not going to tell you who was calling. Wasn't Jin Jin. Jin Jin's here. Wasn't Grandma Carol. Grandma Carol's here. It does not slip on my existing exhaust. You remove the exhaust, and then you slip on the new exhaust to the header. Okay, that's what it is. But I got more accessories, and Jin, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like the new accessories. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Yeah, they know better. That's right. Oh no, I heard a normal phone ringtone. It was still my iPhone. I just got it set the normal phone ringtone. I'm old school, guys. I'm old school. Even though my text notification is the robot. Sounds like R2D2. I like R2D2. Probably work calling. They miss him, says Grandma Carol. I just talked to work today. You know the Tractor Supply issue? I'm not going to say anymore. Keep my mouth shut. Keep my mouth shut. Philip W. Riber, thumbs up to you all. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Pearly May, we need to get on to them. Yeah, that's right. Did you get Jin those large foot pegs, said Cully Texan. Don't know. Gonna have to wait and see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 things for the motorcycle. Didn't spend that much money, guys. Didn't spend that much money. I ain't got paid since May 10th. I still haven't gotten paid. Can you believe that? May 9th was actually the last day I got paid. Last day. I am still working on it. New York Life, the company New York Life, that's who's handling my long-term and to get me paid back to May 10th. And I'm still working with them. I'm still working with HR at work. And that was Tractor Supply calling. Saying they appreciate the video. David Moffett wins MVP of the night, David, right there. Tractor Supply call wanting to sponsor RidgeLife. Oh, that's good stuff. That was classic. David Moffett, man. Boom, you were on it tonight. Or did you get training wheels? I bought David's training wheels for the motorcycle. No. Oh, and also I got the Gremlin bell from Cuddly Texan. I got to put that on too, okay? I got all these accessories. I'm putting the Gremlin Bell on in that video. Okay, Patrick, you'll see the Gremlin Bell get put on. Okay, but I did order my solar carport. Okay, my solar racking carport. It's a 4-car carport that can handle 48 full solar panels. Okay, I ordered it. It's shipping, and I bought a new 20-foot trailer because it's shipping to a carrier, and then I got to go pick it up at the carrier. So I bought a new 20-foot equipment trailer, big old 14,000-pound equipment trailer, and I can go get the 19-foot long crate with 18-foot long steel beams for my solar racking carport. Coming very soon. Sheila Tubbs, that's why you have not gotten paid. Say New York City. Marilyn Bryson, Tim, did you order your shed today? I went back up there after the well got dug, and there wasn't nobody there. Well, I called them, and they said, no, he had to step out. I've got an appointment at 3 o'clock tomorrow to order my shed. Okay, so 3 o'clock tomorrow, done. What did you get at Tractor Supply? Brian Wilkerson wants to know. That's coming up in another video. So the day I got my trailer, I went to Tractor Supply and got some equipment put on it. That video is coming out also. Guys, I got lots of videos. I got Freedom Weekend video coming out. I got Wild Arkansas Hogs video coming out. I got getting the new trailer. I got the well coming out. Oh, man. I got motorcycle accessory, the exhaust. Most of that's probably going to be on RidgeLife Ramblings or RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos. RidgeLife is for building the barn dominium and farm life and all that stuff. Okay, so a lot of the entertainment and extraneous things happens on RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos and RidgeLife Ramblings. Okay, trying to keep it for the people that don't want to see that stuff. Speaking of people that don't want to see that stuff, a lot of y'all wanted to see my lessons from the Ridge last Sunday. Guys, like 7,000 people watched lessons from the Ridge last Sunday. To God be the glory. Seriously. 7,000 people watched my devotional from Freedom Weekend. Thanks to Mike and Sid for asking me to do that, and I appreciate you. 7,000 people have watched it so far. Because normally I get like 100, 200 views on my devotional videos. That's on RidgeLife Lessons. That's my 4th channel. Don't really promote that too much. It's if you're led to go there, it's fine. But a lot of people didn't even know I had a 4th channel. I got RidgeLife, RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife Reviews and How-Tos, and RidgeLife Lessons, Lessons from the Ridge. And I was honored. I did it on faith and faithfulness. And there was some really good participation, and I love the people I was talking to. It was a discussion. I was joking with Melanie and David and Mike and Sid, and it was just a really good time. And I'm glad that I was allowed to do that. Very, very, very happy. David Moffat, Auntie Ann, he has an EcoFlow AC he uses in the house. I missed the question. Hey, Flash London from Maine in Tyneside. What? Oh, from me in Tyneside. Sorry, Paul, I don't know what you're saying. Speaking of ACs and EcoFlows and stuff, David gave me his Blue Eddy. I don't know if you saw that on Ramblings. David gave me the Blue Eddy that he and I did the funny review of, where we splashed it with water and baby powder. He gave that to me. It's a big unit, and I've been running the Ridge crib on it for about a day and a half. Had solar panels. Tried to run the generator. I got some bugs. I ordered 600 feet of solar panel cable. I ordered a bunch of connectors, a crimp kit. David still got one connector I think I need, and I ordered a new plug for my generator. I think I'm getting it, because once I get it, I can move the Ridge crib up to where the well is on the Ridge. I can do it. Septic's going to be an issue, but I think I got that covered too. As soon as I get the power thing figured out, I'll have water and I'll have power, air conditioning, and fans. Right, Jen? Got to have some air conditioning and fans. And I still want to be, half a mile away from Grandma Carol. little less than half a mile. Antian, I meant AC for the house. He says the EcoFlow doesn't cool the house. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. David Glunt, more people than that have seen it. They watched the video Sid put out. That's true. Yeah, a little piece of it. That was just a little piece of it. It was longer. But yes, Sid put it out on her Freedom Weekend video. Suzanne, your devotional was magical, Tim. Thank you from Australia. Well, thank you for saying that. That was very, very nice. Golden Dawn, loved your devotional, Tim. You had our undivided attention for sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Sergeant Talk TV, guys, they're going live right after me in about 10 minutes. 10-minute warning, Brian. That's right. Where has the time gone tonight? I don't know if I got my list finished. Let's see here. Ooh, guys, we had a huge gully washer the other day, and I went up on the ridge and I found some issues. Okay. I've got 3 drainage issues, not Josh's fault. Okay. 3 drainage issues. I'm going to try to remedy those as soon as possible. Video coming soon. Okay. Video coming soon. Thank you, Auntie Ann. I appreciate that. Appreciate you so much. Praying for Lillian. Yes. Hopefully Rox gets her little pretty dog, her precious little dog back. Very, 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 very sad. But she has been sighted. She ran away after they sighted her, but they're trying their best to get her back. She's lost down there at 3 Mississippi, but hopefully they can get her back. 253 people in here, 177 thumbs up is what I see on the screen. If you can, click that little thumb up if you don't mind. If you don't like the video, click the thumb down. That's fine too. As long as you click one of them, okay? Don't click both of them. Whichever one you want. Appreciate you. And guys, if you're not subscribed to RidgeLife, it's free, 100% free. Doesn't cost you a penny. I've got all kinds of building a barndominium. We're digging a well. I'll be getting all kinds of, new land work done, building a barn. Got to get some fencing up. Got to get some cattle, some horses, some sheep, more chickens, more rabbits. Got solar off grid, 100% off grid, guys. Going to be 100% off grid, and I'm working on that. I'm working my tail off. See the salt? See the sweat? I'm working it. Paul says, if you want to see a good solar setup for a house and workshop, check out Lumna Acres on YouTube. He's got 2 setups built, one for their house and one for the SHP and barn and electric fencing. Absolutely. I've heard a lot about Lumna Acres. Josh and Aaron from Wild Wonderful Off Grid. I've been talking to them and got a lot of pointers from Josh. And of course, Aaron's super helpful too. Josh is the technical side of it, but Aaron's just like super, super nice, super, super helpful. So, but I heard Lumina Acres has a really good system as well. So thank you. David Moffat, Rox has recorded her voice calling Lillian so people recognize it. Hopefully that works. Isn't that so cool? That is really cool. Mike Birch with a thumbs up. There you go. JAUFM here. Hey, way late. Hi, everyone. How is the knee, RidgeLife? Knee is doing so much better. He did say 6 to 9 months. I'm hoping I can get back to work in the 6-month portion and not the 9-month portion because time is flying by, guys. I got to get some stuff done, both at work and here, okay? Erin is amazing. Hope her health issues are over. I think I talked to her not too long ago, and she said she is feeling better. She's controlling her exertions. She's still helping crazy. She's they've got the cafe, they've got so many, they got the candle shop, they're building, onto their house. She has kids, so much going on. But yeah, they're very amazing people. That's Josh and Aaron from Wild Wonderful Off Grid. Very, very awesome. Tube from a boiler furnace. Eva Brown says this is a tube from a boiler furnace. I have, again, I'm gonna have to look this up. Thank you, Eva Brown. Appreciate you coming in. David says, my heel has been for 3 years and they took away my job to return to. Oh my goodness. I hope that don't happen to me. I'm sorry that happened to you. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I talked to Dan from Honest Abe Log Homes. He sent me my final spec for my barn-dominium, my timber frame barn-dominium with SIPS construction. And I had to make a couple little changes. There were some things missing. He's supposed to get that to me and I sign on the dotted line. And then I will get my official plans. Once I get the official plans, guess what? We can build the foundation. That's all I'm waiting for is the plans so we can build the foundation. That's right. I've got my building permit. I've got my septic permit. I've got the solar racking coming. I'll order the shed tomorrow. And as soon as I get my plans, my final plans, I will be able to get the foundation going. And that's crazy. Maddie V. Wright, Tim, I was blessed by your message on Sunday. Very heartfelt and spiritual. Well, thank you, Maddie. I appreciate that. That was very, 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 very kind of you. So, guys, Sergeant Talk TV is next. I appreciate all of y'all for coming in. If this is your first time here, I appreciate hitting the subscribe button. If you hit the notification bell, the little bell next to it, there's 3 different choices. One, it says notify all. Make that bell solid, because if you don't make the bell solid, if you just click it, you won't be notified when all my videos come out. And I've got a lot of new videos coming out. We're going to hold Tractor Supply accountable too, okay? So if Tractor Supply changes their tone, y'all let me know, and we'll stay on them, all right? 240 people in here. Excuse me. Tractor Supply, getting stuck in my throat. We will hold them goodness gracious, what I choke on. Wes says, how big is your barn dominium? 40 foot by 40 foot, 16 by 40 great room, 2 bedrooms in the shed side, an office and a kitchen, 2 bathroom. Bathroom on either side, bedroom on either side, kitchen, office, 16 by 40 great room in the center of the barn. Woo, goodness gracious. I was choking there for a little bit. Prayers for a productive, healthy, safe, and weekend ahead. Everyone, happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day, y'all. I appreciate all the sacrifice it took to our founding fathers to get us where we are today. Tractor Supply is now the new channel sponsor. Boom. Boom. I wish. Yes, thank you, founding fathers, for setting the pathway for us. And guys, it's up to you and I to make our founding fathers proud. Don't let this nation go any deeper than it is, okay? I'm serious. We vote. We use our paychecks where we want to use our paychecks. If you want to use it here, use it here. If you want, that's up to you. I'm just saying, vote, spend your money wisely, and make sure you're active in your community, okay? Red, white, and blue, baby. Red, white, and blue. All right. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate that. Thank you, Philip W. Ryder. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. Appreciate you so much. Paul Honeyman. Thank you, brother. My friend across the pond, K62. Thanks for coming in. Lorraine Gordon. We just had a great Canada Day yesterday. Well, I love my friends up north in the Great White North. Thank you so much, Lorraine. David Moffitt. Run for local office. It makes a difference. That's right, David. And maybe I'll run for mayor of my little town. Brian Wilkerson, good night. Thank you very much. T. Mike D, good night. Thank you so much for coming in. Golden's Dawn. Thank you. Nice for coming in. Big Wave, Florida. Is your well going to be solar powered? Eventually, yes. I will have a 24, hopefully, kilowatt solar array, solar system. Batteries, inverters. Probably have at least 12 kilowatt. It's still up in the air. I'm still designing it. But I'm trying to have 48 solar panels, probably 24 kilowatts there, but maybe 12 kilowatts in battery. Yeah, you never. But yes, definitely going to be solar powered well. Yes, everything's going to be solar powered. Everything's going to be solar. All electricity on the grid is going to be solar. All right, guys, it is time. Grandma Carol, good night. Good night. Good night. Nighty night, says Shiloh Acres. Have a good evening. Take care. I love you all. Until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed evening, and we'll go RidgeLife. Mike.